Oh,
Happy New
hello.
Year! Happy New
New
Year,
Year
everybody.
happy. New
How are
Year
you
happy.
guys doing? It's 2024. All of our teams are unbeaten in 2024, y'all. So happy
Yee.
New Year. It's a new year. If you're feeling new me, even though it's whatever, man, but Happy New Year, guys. I'm joined by none other than my co-host, Mel B. What is up, buddy? What is
What's
up?
up? Back again
Um,
like I'm a blood clot, man.
yeah, we were not doing the shows because for the holidays we were with our families and trying to enjoy the festivities, but there were like a lot of games in between. So this is to catch up for the festive period. We've got a
Too
lot
many
to talk
games.
about.
Too
Yeah, too
many
many
games.
games. Got a lot to talk about. It feels like it's been weeks, but it's actually been 1 week. All this has been happening, and we're fortunate that we can get this show on the road. Before we get on with this show, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Feel free to express how you feel. We really, really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get this show on the road. All right. Before we get
Where do we
anything,
where do we even begin, bruh?
let's talk about the fact that Liverpool on top of the league now.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
it is what it is, man. In certain teams bottle leads and
Certain
games.
teams that starts with an A, ends with an L, and always gets L's in December.
Else. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When that, I don't want to get to them now. I'll get to them later. I think we'll just talk about each of the main games. But we'll start with Liverpool, who are fortunate enough to make the most of their points by winning their last two games, despite drawing to Arsenal and United recently. They've managed to take 4 points. And while Arsenal, unfortunately, did not take 4 points, they have regressed and have fallen away. People saying it's already over. I don't think the race is over. I think we'll get to Arsenal, but um, right now Liverpool are looking on fire. Their players are scoring goals, even though they're the ones complaining about everything every week. And then all of a sudden they're on top of the league with a few points ahead of them, even though Villa are literally behind them. And if City win their game tonight, tonight or tomorrow, oh, it's been postponed. Sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
City's only playing that time.
ooh,
Two
that's a
weeks.
bit of a problem now. That's a bit of a problem now because they'll always have that game in hand until it gets caught up. So
Yeah.
that's a problem now. So advantage City now. That's what I didn't want. But now Liverpool feel they are in the winning position. Yes, they are winning games. Me personally, when I watch it, I feel like they are outscoring teams, which gets them over the line for majority of the times. But the overall game has not been great. Defensively, they're not quite easy to get at. They'll just try to outscore you. Like against United, there was nothing. Like United defended really well. Arsenal could have gone their way, but it also could have gone Arsenal's way, to be honest, as well. As for these last few games, I feel like Liverpool took their chance and beat teams that were struggling and not doing particularly well and made the most of the points. Um, Obviously, Salah will get his praises and stand out, obviously, but offensively, they've been brilliant. Just the overall play for me is just a bit of a concern, considering they still face the most shots in of the top six teams. Um, I feel like their midfield still gets run through. Doesn't mean the problems are not there. The problems are still there. I'm just only merely questioning this because at some point you will face a team that will defend you, that will score, and they will sit. The teams they've been playing are open and wide, And I thought Newcastle was going to do something, but Newcastle have fallen away. They've absolutely collapsed. Actually,
We
on
all
that,
knew Newcastle was gonna lose that game.
yeah, but like not in that manner. I saw when they equalized, I was thinking maybe there's a chance here. Maybe they could come back, hold it out. No, an absolute capitulation. I think
Bruh,
that pressure has got to them.
Liverpool's expected goals was 7 point something against Newcastle. Newcastle were getting
Didn't they have a
smoked.
penalty? Didn't they have a penalty? That's why it's up.
They missed a penalty and they scored a penalty.
So there are two penalties. That's why the XG is ridiculously high.
But no, but they hit like 30 something shots, 15
Yeah,
on
but
target. They were smoking them,
yeah,
bruh.
yeah, but I'm just like those. But the thing is, the XG wouldn't go so high, but the penalties just put it. It would have been 5. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the penalties just put it right up there.
Yeah. I mean, that
So
one Nunez can't score to save his life. So,
horrible, horrible. Ugh.
I, sucks that
Gakpo,
guy.
Gakpo doing that thing. He's big now. Let him.
Yeah,
Ah,
Gekpo, he turns up here and there.
no, I'd rather start Gakpo. Give him a run of games, but again, injuries will get. I
No,
think
but
there's
when you start Gekpo, dude, he doesn't deliver. He's better
what
off the
was he?
bench.
Yeah, but like, man, like Klopp needs to give him a run, and
I'd rather
this is
start Jota than Nunez or Gekpo. Jota is
no
much better.
Jota. At some point, yeah, but Jota doesn't stay fit anymore. He's never fit anymore.
Yeah, but he's
So
a better player than those two, bro. It's
no
been
shit,
proven.
Malcolm. No shit. But like, it's just, it's not. It's sad because like, as much as I don't want Partey to start, but people are saying Thomas Partey should start for Arsenal. But he never, like this season, he's not started. He only started the first 2 games. I've not seen him since. You know what I mean? Like people want Smith Rowe to boy, he's never started because you give him a game or two, he's out. That's the thing with Jota. Jota won't have a 5 games. Recently, he's not ever had a game of 5 in a row. So, as much as I feel like with Liverpool, they're just getting over the line, to be honest. And they did what they needed to do. We'll play them soon, in 5 days. And
Without Salah.
I'm a bit concerned because yeah, because they got Salah. Salah's firing them through. I
No,
don't think
Salah's
Klopp
going
will
to
drop
the
him.
AFCON, bruh.
Oh shit! But this Afcon
Is
now
they
is just
coming to you guys without Salah? That was his last game last night.
but we go to them without
So,
Tomiyasu. And Zinchenko looks like he's gonna be out for a while. So
just let him
it
go any.
it's looking late. We needed this is the time we needed Tomiyasu because like problem. But anyway, um, on another note, Liverpool have been on form. They've taken advantage. Do you think from like my thing was this? I still don't believe they'll win the league. I think they'll challenge it to the wire. I think people are forgetting Man City are still in this race, and I don't think we should underestimate the likes of Arsenal and Villa, respectfully. But I still don't see why Liverpool are the favorites. Because one thing I'll tell you this right now, City are also winning games low key. And no one wants to talk about that. And they still have a game in hand.
Mm.
So if any of us drop points now, City could just win and they'll just jump. So we can't afford. I feel like with this run of games, Liverpool are fortunate enough to take advantage of teams who are, in my opinion, have been horrible for like the past 5. They haven't played a team who are defensively solid. That they played teams who are, like they played Sheffield and Newcastle, who are having a terrible time. So
And Burnley.
I'm not convinced, but they are. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not convinced still, but they're in the race. But I don't see them. They're already saying they're winners. I'm like, no, they're not.
In
We'll
the
see
chill,
that
it's
later.
only
I think we'll
halfway
see that.
now.
much.
City have a game in hand, like you said.
Yeah,
Arsenal are still
and they're gonna have that game in hand.
in and around it. Villa
Villa,
up there.
Villa.
But Villa, I can see they're gonna get out of there soon.
You
If
see it, man. The
yeah, if
collapse.
Man United can beat Aston Villa, I don't know, bruh.
I'm just
It's
saying
late
when
for
the
Villa.
European competition listen, when the European competitions kick off because they're in the conference league, that's when it's gonna get a bit tricky. It's gonna get really
Yeah, they
tricky.
need to make a choice. Are they gonna go for a top four race or are they gonna go for European success this season?
They're gonna go for Europe. They're gonna go for Europe.
Conference.
Even if it's conference, it's fine. It's still Europe. Like we should be like Arsenal. We should be doing that stuff. To be honest, because I'll be honest with you, man. We're gonna just shift because Liverpool. I've really. I all I can say is they've been doing well recently, but I still don't see why they favorites. It's still City, and bear in mind, City are still going to spend more than all of us. So, um, Liverpool, no, not to say Liverpool are bad. Liverpool, apart from it, I think Liverpool have been brilliant recently. But it's just the manner. They
Yeah,
play,
they
they
just an
play
attack. They just an attacking force. That's all they are.
defensively. They're horrible, actually.
Yeah, dude.
Defensively, the only reason why they haven't conceded so many goals is because of Allison.
Yeah, Allison and Van Dijk has stepped up this season.
Yeah, but you can see the age is caught up with him.
Yes, but he's better than he was last season. Last season, Van Dijk was shit.
Yeah, but I think his partnership with Konate, I think Konate has also pulled up his socks as well.
Yeah, he's a good partner, but Konate, you can't trust him, bro. I'm telling you.
No, like compared to last season, remember he was always getting injured and whatever. I think that's the
Yeah,
only thing about him, but he has improved. I saw it in the United game and the Arsenal game. I was like, no, this guy is solid.
but it's late
Ish.
for Matip now.
No, Matip is not getting back in this game. If Konate can stay fit, Matip ain't getting back.
They're gonna sell Matip.
No, they're gonna keep him. No, they're gonna keep him around. They need defenders. They need the center backs. Endo looking good. I said there's something about this guy.
You
He
know
looks
what, man?
he
Endo,
looks alright.
Endo is giving me like I told you, Jisung Park vibes. Attacking player. He doesn't defend, bro. He's not
Yeah,
good at
but
that.
like he's no, but like he defends with interceptions and all that. Like he's not like a defender. No, no,
He's
he's
not a
defending.
DM, bro.
Yeah, he's not. No,
He's
shame.
not a DM. He's always
But
up
like
there. Have you seen him?
yeah, he defends from the higher position more than from the back.
But his tackling is terrible, bro.
No, he can't
Oh,
tackle shit. That's why he waits. That's why he tries to anticipate um, the
I don't
next
know.
move.
Liverpool, like, I don't think they'll win the league with Curtis Jones and those guys, respectfully,
I heard
in the
Sabozla is
midfield.
injured. I heard Sabozla
Supposedly is
is injured.
injured. McAllister just came back from an injury. It's not looking good in that
No,
middle.
but like that's the thing about the whole midfield thing. All right, so what's gonna happen now if Sabozla is injured? They're gonna play McAllister
They're
in the
gonna
left
play
now. Like
Elliot
what?
and Jones.
No,
You're gonna
no.
see
I like. I prefer
Gravenberch is
Jones.
gonna play.
Like ish.
Gravenberch for me hasn't
No, no,
done much.
no. Let them ease that boy in. That boy is
Yeah,
confidence was
because he looks raw, bro.
no, because Bayern didn't use him. Shame. They need to ease him in. Shame. He's a good player. There is a good player there, but they
He is,
need to
but
ease him in. No, he's raw as hell. When he left Ajax, and like Bayern was supposed to like develop a player, right? When you guys bought Donny, you were thinking you're gonna use him. You didn't use him. That's why he's raw as hell because you don't use him. Like Gravenberch, he's coming from out of that situation. You need to ease him in. Once he has that sense of confidence, when he has the ability to start games, then you'll see what I'm. Gravenberch is gonna be a problem, very very soon. I'm calling it. That one's gonna be a problem. So Bosley, he is going to be a problem too. But this whole thing with McAllister being the D, like I don't like it. I think they need a physical player for that role if they want to go all out
Hmm.
attack. Or they
They need
just
to get a
change,
DM, bruh. Just get a
or maybe
DM.
they just change the way they defend. Maybe just, I don't know, get rid of Robertson, who's now the injury prone player now, um, and change the system, invert from the left, and use, just do something different. Because this thing of, because a club, I know Klopp has always wanted to do the quarterback role more than the center, the DM, solid defensive midfielder. Like he wanted a quarterback, someone to hit those balls long from deep, and he tried it with Thiago Alcantara. Didn't work because he's always getting injured. Now McAllister's the guy. I like McAllister, but when you can't do the quarterback, what's the next step? What's going in? You see, like I need to, because they still get passed a lot. That's one thing about Liverpool. You can still pass through their midfield, and it's up to their defenders to defend. So um, their presses, they don't press as intense as they used to. Remember Liverpool? They used to suffocate teams to death. Now they just
Yeah, they don't, like Salah and all those guys, they don't have that energy anymore to do that.
Gutierrez is horrible. Nunez is just. Ugh, I don't even want to get started.
I know this is a waste of space, bro.
They said he was going to be better than Haaland.
Still waiting to see it.
I'm
They said
still
it's gonna
waiting.
be.
But
They
Richarlison
said
has
he
scored more
was.
goals.
They said it's gonna be the next Luis Suarez.
No. You know how long it took Luis Suarez to blow. You know what I'm calling it. Gagpo is gonna be that guy. Gagpo is going to be that guy. It's gonna take him a
Believe in
while.
Gakpo. Nah, I don't see anything from Gakpo to say that he's a
Hey,
good player, bro.
remember when y'all got hit 7? The things he was, especially when he was at the center of the attack, the things that boy was doing, I was like, no, this boy's not good.
That's it. This is one game in a season and a half, one good game, and
That's
we
the
were
thing.
we were
Klopp,
horrible that day. So was he good or
Klopp,
were we cack? Think about it.
I think you can have both as the answer.
No, but we were absolutely cack that day.
No, yeah, but they were good. So,
What happened when we faced Gakpo again? What did he do?
yeah, but he played him from midfield. I don't know why Klopp does that, dude. It's fucking weird. He's not Havertz. He's like a left winger striker. That's it.
Put him in the middle, yeah. But for me, even when they put him there, he's not consistent
But
enough to
they
be
need, yeah, but you need
playing
games.
there.
You need like a run of games to play him. Remember, Jota was a winger, not once upon a time. Now then, Klopp was like, "Hey, I'm going to put you as a false 9," and look, he is also scoring goals from there. I see it more prevalent with Gagpo because he has this physical presence about him, and he's also a techie player. He is a baller techie.
But he wastes also, bruh. I don't know if you see
Yeah, but
that.
like I'd
He
rather let
sometimes he
him wait.
shoots and he shoots like oh, he shoots gap and the shooting is not good. He only
Yeah,
scores
but
goals when he's in the box, bruh. He doesn't give me that of he can make something happen outside the box. He's
no, of
like
course not. I just feel like with Nunes is ineffective. That's the thing. At least Gakpo's doing something about it. He won't play.
Nunez for me, Nunez has got a better understanding with Salah than
Yeah,
Gakpo
no,
is. I don't
it's just
know. For some reason Salah doesn't rate Gakpo. I don't know what's going on there.
yeah. No, we'll get to players rating each other whatever because there's a certain player that's full of shit. I'll get to him when we talk about us. Okay, get to it. But that time of Salah is coming to an end. We don't know if he's going to leave this month or in the summer. But either way, this man is
Uh,
going to leave.
I
Salah's
don't think
leaving.
I don't think he's leaving, bro.
Who's Salah? Salah's going to leave. And then what's going to happen? People said Mane is never leaving. He left. Henderson's never leaving. They left.
Thing is with
I think,
Salah, dude, I can see he's still got like maybe one more season left.
dude, if Saudi Arabia are like, all right, 100 million for Salah now, will Liverpool say no?
But they said no to 200
80.
million, so I don't know.
He's old now. Just let him go. Call it. Not
Ah, but
no.
he's a
And you
legend.
can
He's a legend, bro.
and you can get
He's
a
a legend.
player who can Like Salah's a bit slower now. I'm not gonna even lie. He's not as
Brad
quick as
Diaz is not that guy.
no. Fuck. So, but it's even worse. Why they're not playing Gakpo on the left? Yes, it's just
Yes, Gakpo, Jota, like Salah's better than all of them, bruh.
no. But like Klopp
No,
was
what
doing
to say
funny
to you? He's
things.
the
Listen,
best attacking player, bruh.
yeah, but Klopp was starting to do funny things when the team started breaking up slowly. Remember Naby Keita and all these players were, and they're all gone now. Minamino, all of them are gone. Now he's trying again to replace the guys he has lost before. So it's not the first time, and I won't. It won't be the last. The only consistent players that have been there is Salah, Trent. This time, like I would say Robertson, but Robertson's not playing now, and Virgil and Allison, obviously. But that's 4 or 5 players from all the teams he's built. The rest are new. So how long can you play the charade? What? How long are you going to do this for? When Virgil leaves, what's going to happen? When Salah leaves, what's going to happen? Trent is probably going to stay there the longest because he's the youngest. So,
Bruh, but if a big team like, let's say, Madrid or Barca come for Trent, I don't think he's gonna turn that down.
oh, well, he's going to say, yeah, he's going to dip. He's going to dip.
Especially if
No,
Liverpool become a team that's not, ambitious for titles anymore. Trent will go.
no, but you know what's crazy? They think they're like, they're not even close. Sorry, like as respectfully, Liverpool are a massive institution. But in the recent years, your guys are not even close to Manchester City. There is no comparison. We can't compare
Mm.
ourselves to City. We spent 700 million to reach. I don't know how many millions you've been spending, how many billions you've been spending just trying to match City, and we still can't do it. So
Mm.
what we're trying to do is the impossible. They said we spend the least, and we're the only ones that won it once. Fair enough. But what makes you think you guys have actually spent more than what you spent when you won the league? Does that make sense? They spent way more than what they spent when they won the league. And Klopp is going to 8 years now.
Mm.
So he's been there for a while. It's not like he's the new face. No, this one league title, this one champion, it's not gonna be a thing forever. Like for 8 years, only 5 trophies.
Mm.
5. Mm.
Yeah, but
Only
I'll say this. I'll give you this. From where they were last season to like, they're much
no,
better now.
the turnaround is massive, but they're still in the Europa
But yeah,
League.
they still have like issues that they like. Even the commentator said it last night. He's like, Liverpool beat Newcastle, but it wasn't as convincing as people thought it was gonna be. It was
the fact the fact that they couldn't beat you guys, as bad as you guys have been, the likes of Forest, I can name all the teams that have beaten you guys. The
mm,
likes of those can beat you, but Liverpool can't do it. Come on, and
Bravola
you can
can't even beat us. I'm convinced we only turn up for like certain big matches. Not all of the big matches, of course, but majority of the big games are United play, bruh. I don't know
yeah.
why we inconsistent like that,
Even
but
the Bayern, I know you guys lost to Bayern, but even that game, you all like turned up
it
for
was
that game.
tight 4-3, 1-0.
One the 1-0 one, the
It
1-0
was
one.
supposed
That
to
was,
be 10-0 apparently. The 4-3-1 they robbed us, like they gave Kane a
they did,
penalty.
actually, they did.
It wasn't a penalty, so okay.
But no, now we're like transitioning to United. Yeah, all you know is sadness, my friend. I'm so sorry about
Do I? I'm
that.
like this season.
Deep down, you're correct.
Nah, bruh. I'm not even surprised at what's going on, bruh. Like, I've been looking at like the situation. I know the manager is scroofing, but bruh, like the players that we have that are available, and every game, our defense changes, our midfield changes, and our attack changes. So how are you gonna build any consistency? I I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I don't like talking about it because it's like we might win, we
Onana,
might lose.
just to clarify, Onana has scored 45 goals this season, right?
Conceded.
Yeah, this whole season.
Is it 45?
Oh,
Nah, that's too much, bruh.
that's a lot. I was like, whoa, that's a
Nah,
bit
I think
much.
it's 20, it's 27 in the league, right? We've conceded in 20
And then in
games.
other competitions,
In Champions League, how many goals? We've conceded 15. So
yeah,
that's
close.
like
42.
it's yeah, it's quite a high
It's
number.
45 goals. Yes.
And most of those goals were his mistakes, bruh.
Ah, shame.
So
No,
people,
you know what? No,
everybody that said the hair out, swivel on that, bro.
no. Like what's funny, right? With Onana, the thing is the age is not help. It's not with him. If he was a younger goalkeeper, I would have been a bit more
He's
sympathetic.
already experienced, bruh.
But he's not the reason why you're conceding goals. The only way you concede a goal is is the chances created. How many chances do you allow teams to create in front of your from your midfield to your defense? I find it hard that it's the keeper's fault for the goals conceded. I blame what's in front of him always.
Yeah, but
And
what is in front of him? Like, can you tell me a consistent back four that we've played
that's the
this whole
problem.
season?
But that's the problem. You don't have a back four that's consistent or that has
Bruh,
enough
this
chemistry.
Martinez injury, bruh, it hurt us badly. We're
Ugh.
alright with him in the team.
How long is he
Um,
out? When's he coming back?
it's back this month.
At least.
Farhan is dipping. Casemiro's
Apparently.
probably dipping.
Apparently.
He's dipping. Evans is getting a new contract. Lindelof is getting a new contract.
And
Wan Bissaka is getting a new contract.
I
Bruh,
was just
it's
checking that.
looking. It's what's happening now is our manager is on the verge of getting sacked, bruh. Again, they already had a meeting with him to say, "Hey, bro,
He had a
what is
meeting.
this?" Yeah, they had a meeting, showdown
When?
talks, bro. They
When?
they asked him in the meeting, "What is this thing of winning and losing and winning and losing? Make up your
Wait.
mind."
Wait. When did this meeting happen? When?
Last night,
Oh, he's a double. He doesn't have
he's
a month.
in
He's
big shit. And if we
bro.
lose against like our, if we lose in the FA Cup to Wigan or whatever, and we lose against Spurs,
It's done. It's done.
it's
You're out of
over,
all
bruh.
the
Because
competitions.
that would make
You're
it 10 losses in the league with 10 wins. Yo, and one draw. That's bad form, bruh.
that's
That's
horrible.
bad. That's
Against Spurs, it's not looking good, bro.
yeah. But even Spurs, they know like we could drop Spurs with that high line of theirs, but they could also
They-
turn us over on the counter.
But I think with Spurs, they are starting to become a bit more for grounded in the sense that they're learning.
They're learning, but Brighton dropped them.
No, Brighton
So,
did drop them because
well, what are
again,
we saying
against
actually about Spurs? Spurs can score goals, but they can't defend.
yeah, because when I watch them, and this is not even a disrespect to them, but when I watch them compared to a guy, I was even saying it the other day, like Fulham have better passing out of the back than Spurs, and they're
Bruh.
14. Like,
Even Dallas.
dude, like offensively, I think they're good. Midfield, it's up to debate. It's just when Madison comes back, I think it's gonna be a different. It's a whole different story. Um, I
Yeah,
think
but
there are two.
so
I
if he's
think
not,
there.
doesn't come back too soon, gets injured again, you know how injuries work. He's
Yeah,
not
but
gonna be on form like he was when he
that's the
was
thing
on the
about
start of the
Madison.
season.
Everyone
It's gonna
loves
take him
Madison.
a while to
Yeah, but that's the
adjust
thing.
again to the intensity
Yeah,
of the
but
game.
that's the thing about Madison. Everyone loves Madison. I like Madison, but when I saw how long he gets injured for, like was it the season when Leicester almost got relegated before they got relegated? It was out for most of the season, and you saw how much they struggled without him. Like
Mm.
Madison's an exceptional footballer, but there's a reason why none of us went for him. People were saying, "Oh, the price was too much." No, we would have gone for him if we knew he was reliable. We don't want a player who's going to be out for half the season and then come back and not do, and then get out again. I don't think it's fair to him as a player, but I also don't think it's it's fair um, to say he's a bad player. He's not a bad player. I think his reliability as a player is questionable, which is why when I was even saying like, what happens when you lose Madison, you lose Son, then what's gonna happen? Where the goals
What's
gonna
his
come from?
name is starting to cook now, Richarlison, bruh. So who knows?
Maybe, but he can't do it by himself. Clearly, Son is helping him. It's clear that
Yeah,
there's that chemistry
has
is being
been
broken.
scoring a lot of tap-ins, Richarlison.
Yeah, but that guy needs help, and luckily he's starting to gain form. I've noticed something about this Postecoglou guy. This guy has certain plays he likes. He's only playing Bentancur because Basuma's not there. If Basuma was there, he's playing him. Doesn't like
Mm.
Bentancur. Doesn't like Hoiberg. Doesn't like Lesalso either. But he has no choice but to play them.
Doesn't like Ben Davis. Doesn't like Emerson. He's forced to play
He's
those
forced.
guys.
Exactly. Now
Unlike
let's see.
what Ten Hag, who actually likes Evans and thinks he should start ahead of Varane and Maguire. I don't know, but our manager's smoking paint. McTominay over Mainu and McTominay over Casemiro. Hey,
Shame.
brah, yes, yes, brah.
Yeah, but like I didn't want to bring Tottenham too much because they're on their own
Ah, bruh, it's
trajectory.
peak, bruh. They are in a top four fight. They are 1 point behind you guys.
Yeah.
They, if they overtake you guys are absolute dog shit. I know
Yeah,
where
no.
we are. I know
Yeah.
where we are. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. We're gonna stay where we are. You guys, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Arsenal anymore.
No, we're definitely okay. We're definitely making top four. But the question you should ask about Arsenal is whether or not they're going to challenge or continue this challenge. Right now, in the top four, it's close. It's really close. It's too soon. That breakup's going to happen in the next 3 months,
Mm.
where we're going to see, all right, who's going to be fourth, who's going to be third, who's going to be second. Because I'm telling you right now, when City starts firing, Villa are going to fade, and Arsenal, if they don't get their nonsense together, I'm very angry. I don't want to talk about Arsenal right now. Speak about them
You have to talk
last.
about it, but
I'm too angry, bro.
get
Because
it
I'm going.
out there, man. Getting chowed by West Ham at home, getting chowed by Fulham. Yeah, bruh. Yes, yes.
All
Nah, don't
right, all
worry.
right.
I know what it feels like to get chowed by West Ham, but not at Old Trafford. Don't think that
Not
one's
at,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
not at home. Yeah, you don't get charged by.
But we better at home. If you notice, we've lost a few games at home, but we've won more games at home than away, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But like, we're
Yeah,
not.
you guys, I don't know. You guys can draw at home. You guys can lose at home. Very unpredictable.
Yeah, something's a bit off, but
Something is definitely not right there. But I don't know if it's the coach, if
it's
it's
a
the
lot of things.
players,
It's a lot of things.
and the
All right,
fans. Also, your fans. When you guys lose, your fans go on like it's the end of the world, bruh.
dude, it's trauma, bro. We've been through a lot.
Guys are traumatized. Like you guys are acting like where we are fighting for seventh, eighth.
My nigga, you know how long it's been? Listen, it's been 20 years since Arsenal have won the league title. And then now all of a sudden you look like you're about to challenge. Then out of the way, your team starts falling off. That's a hell of a stress. Your team is giving you the hope, but the hope kills you every time it's a trick. So we're just
Yeah, dude.
having a meltdown and collapsing. And no, let me just let it out because I'm going to lose my. I'm just keeping it. It's just killing me inside. I just need to pace myself with this. I don't believe in Arteta anymore. I've defended this man, and now I'm gonna say this: we need to ask questions about this manager. We've given him money not even Wenger had. I wish Wenger had this money.
Mm.
I wish Wenger had 700 million to spend and buy on whoever he wanted. Because this man, we've given him money, and what the fuck is he doing?
So I feel about Ten Hag as well, bro. But he can't play. Yes, sir.
what the what the
Players
fuck?
are not
No,
improving the
no,
team.
no. Don't get it twisted. We can question the players, but Mena, you were the one who said, "I want him." Why is he not doing well?
Like I want Havertz, I want Mount, I want this one. Oh my guy,
I know, like
what's the plan?
I'm not even gonna get onto Havertz. Havertz
What's
for
the
me is not
plan
the
with those players, though? What's the
But then
plan?
but here's my thing. He bought Trossard, he bought Jorginho, he bought um, Fabio Vieira, he bought Cedric, he bought all these guys as guys to rotate. Why are you not using them? You renewed Eddie Nketiah's contract. He kept Nelson. He could have let go of these idiots.
Ron
Let
Nelson was supposed to dip when it was time to dip.
When he was saying, "I'm leaving," leave.
He was supposed to go with Xhaka, actually. Nelson.
And all right, and here's the part that pisses me off about the whole Shaq thing. I don't even want to get on that today. I'll make a separate video for that one. But for the first time in my life, this is the delusion of our fan base. For the first time in my life, I'm hearing good things about Xhaka from the same fan base that if we lose a game, he's the first person blamed for the loss. For the first time in my life. And I'm not going to even be this person to say, oh, Arteta has made a mistake. I wanted Xhaka to leave because I needed a player who can actually play the role he was playing. Xhaka, yes, was good last year, but he wasn't the player we needed for that position.
Do you think Havertz
Because
is the player?
he's more of the player. I'm not saying he
Better
is,
than,
but
you think he's better than Xhaka?
they're two different players. I feel like I
I
feel like
know, but do you think he's better? Honestly.
there are things Havertz is better than Xhaka is better, and there are things that Xhaka is better than Havertz. For
But
example,
who's the better player? That's just answer the question.
they're two different players, Malcolm. It's like saying who's better between Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. That's not fair because they're two different qualities. That's the thing
Yeah, but I
about
can
these.
tell you that Bruno's better.
But Casemiro is brilliant in his own way as a DM. I've never seen a DM like
Yeah, but
Casemiro.
I'm asking you, who do you think is a better player? Yeah, but it's not
Me,
about positions or anything. Just who's the better player?
just that people won't like me saying this, but I've loved Xhaka my entire life since he came. Xhaka I would take in a heartbeat, but I get why they got Havertz because Havertz actually can play that position. We only put Xhaka there is because for some reason, and this is not even the thing. I think Arteta successfully did this. The intent was to stop relying on Xhaka and Partey, and we've successfully done that. We have. We've moved away from those two. So if you have a game without Partey, we have Rice. We have Jorginho to play. We don't need to rely on those players. That was the point. For years, we've relied on Xhaka. Three different managers have used Xhaka in the, in their own ways. Wenger, Emery, and Arteta have used Xhaka because they know he's important. I'm hearing Arsenal fans crying about Xhaka when you're the same fans who say, F Xhaka, it's your fault that we're losing matches. What do you even do? Now you're seeing why we need Xhaka and better comments. Me personally, I wanted to update on Xhaka a little bit. But I like Xhaka because he can keep it together. Like you see how Ericsson plays. Xhaka is brilliant at that. Xhaka is fantastic at that. But you're playing him not in his best role, but yet he looks cool. Chabi Alonso is making him look fantastic at Liverpool
But
because he's
the
playing into
Havertz
his
thing, I
strengths.
don't understand, bruh. Why don't you guys, when you can see that, let's say if Havertz is not really working in the midfield, let's say why don't you just instead of putting in Ketia, let's say just for let's say if Jesus
Yeah,
is injured,
yeah.
right?
So,
Why don't they
so
just put him
Havertz,
like in front, bruh, rather?
no. So Havertz, the thing about Havertz, and this is the problem I have with Arteta more than Havertz. Havertz is doing his job. All he needs to do is to get the ball forward, get into position. That's all he needs to do. And if he needs to score, he'll do it. That's all he needs to do. We're not asking him to do a lot. But here's the problem with it. Every time we've played Havertz this season, has he had an ideal striker up front? He's been playing with Martinelli, who's been horrible this year. Zinchenko. And you know what's funny about the whole Martinelli thing? They want to blame Havertz for Martinelli being shit. When
Well, the
Martinelli
blame Havertz for
himself,
Martinelli. For Martinelli, we saw this coming at the end of last season. He was already
he went
starting to
out.
look
Yeah,
bad.
he went to a crisp, burnt to a crisp. And apparently, the reason why Saka, Martinelli, even Odegaard, some of these guys have been shit is because they've been playing with injuries this whole season. That's the reason why. And then this is the question I ask. Arteta, you don't trust your fringe players. You don't trust Fabi Vera. You don't trust Nelson. You don't trust. I get their cack, but you don't trust them to save your own players.
Dude, it's late for those players. Smith Rowe, your
No,
bench is actually your bench is
it's
it's like
so
our bench,
dead,
bro.
Malcolm.
There's nothing on that bench that can change the game.
Dude. When we played Fulham and they took off Havertz for Nelson, I was like, the game is done.
Bruh, when
The
they put
game
on
is.
Trossard, Jesus, nothing changed, bruh.
But then he wants to keep Nketiah on for 90. Can someone explain to me?
Why does he believe in Ketia? Ketia is so gone. Your manager, somebody needs to really pick his brain, bruh, and be like, even in press
Someone needs to plug
conferences,
him.
they ask him, "Why are you keeping in Ketia?" It's like, no, Eddie's good. Eddie can score.
Eddie's good. Eddie is God.
Eddie is number 14, Henry reincarnated, apparently.
I told niggas about Nketiah. I was like, guys, I've
I
watched
know you've
Nketiah.
never liked him, bruh. But
No,
you back Havertz though. I know Havertz is showing a little bit of something, but he's not that great, bruh. It's like
I'll
Mount.
say this,
I'll
he's
never
better
back
than
Mount.
Nketiah. No, he's better than Nketiah. Oh, he's definitely better than Nketiah.
Yeah,
The
as a
thing about
footballer, he's better, but
he's
he's still not
he's
great, bruh.
more he's better than Nketiah. Nketiah for me, that game, like let me even just put it like this. Every time we went forward, it was either Havertz or Odegaard that was trying to push the ball forward. Nketiah is not getting into position either side. You can see Havertz has the ball. He actually works better. Havertz works better with Jesus because Jesus shifts and moves and allows people to move into pockets because he moves a lot. The only problem with Jesus, he doesn't score. That's the only problem I have with
Which is
Jesus.
weird, bruh, because at Man City, this guy was scoring a lot of goals.
That's my thing.
But I think it's a
Then
different system. It's a completely different system, City.
no, that's the thing. It is a completely. It's not Pep. It's something else. But the problem I have with this system is that he wants his wingers to be wide as f. He tried
Yeah,
them.
Saka, I can see Saka starting to suffer with this thing of being too wide. Saka likes cutting in on that left foot and shooting and
Yes,
creating.
yes.
Now it looks like he's stuck there on the right. Martinelli, oh, Martinelli doesn't listen to your manager, clearly. He
That's
cuts
his
in no matter
own
what.
thing. He doesn't
Yeah, right.
give two flying. Yo, I Martinelli
And
is
Arteta's
no.
starting to hook him now. He's starting to
He
take him off.
won't. No, he will never hook him. You watch next game against Liverpool. You put Martinelli again, and we'll lose again.
Now you
You know
guys
how
need to
many
start with Trossard, but Martinelli needs to.
I'm
You see,
giving? Listen,
Rashford needed a bit of time off the bench. When Rashford came back, what did he do? Goals and
he's awake
assists.
now. He's like, yeah, I'm awake now. I'm
Because
awake
he
now.
saw, why did he see Garnacho was doing the utmost?
At most, and give
Now,
some.
if
But
Martinelli can see Trossard, Because the Tross is also not on form. That's the flop.
No, but
Eish.
like, what's Trossard supposed to do when he gets 1 in 10 matches? That's not fair. That's not
Dude,
fair.
start him over Martinelli, bro.
I'm so tired of my like. You know what's funny? Havertz's best players that he's worked with is Trossard and Gabriel Jesus. Why did we drop Gabriel Jesus against Fulham? Why did we not start Tomiyasu? When you know Kivio can't play that left back role.
Hey,
You know
he was looking lost there, bruh.
he's not an
Kivio.
inverted left back. He's a centre back. Make it
He's
make
still
sense.
young, also, that guy.
Shame, yeah, he's raw as hell. That's the other thing. He's raw as hell. You need to
It's
mold
like,
him. You need
who's that new boy of ours? But that boy of ours is solid. That new one, Kambuala.
to
That's a
Kambwala, yeah.
that's a good guy, bruh.
But like you guys are throwing your lighties, know you're throwing Kwambala.
They'll throw police three, Ahmad, anybody. You see how desperate Tenag is.
Where's our lighties? Where's our
Your
lighties?
lighties. You guys are selling your lighties.
Bruh.
Because who's
I'm
like
not
Saka? Saka's been in the first team for a while now. He's still young, but he's not a lighty anymore.
no, he's not.
He's not. Martinelli is also. Odegaard
You're
is
not saying
25.
Odegaard's he's turning 26 this year. He's not
You
young.
see, he's
So they're
reaching
not
that,
young.
like,
They're not
he's reaching
young.
his prime,
Listen,
like Bruno
listen,
was when Bruno first
listen.
came. He's Odegaard needs to
Yes,
start doing the Bruno shit now.
they're starting to reach their prime. Yes, you're
He
correct
needs,
in that.
and if he doesn't step up, it's late.
But my thing is this: this is just my opinion. I think Arteta had other plans in mind, but injuries fucked everything up. Obviously, injuries fucked everything up. Right? He bought Timber. Right? Timber was supposed to replace essentially we're supposed to play with a 3-2-2 formation. Right? That was the plan. We were supposed to have a double pivot of Rice, Party, then ahead of them a midfield of Martinelli, Havertz, Odegaard, and Saka. And then right at the center was Jesus. That was the plan. That's what Arteta wanted to do. In theory, it's actually a genius plan because you have the pivot that can go either side. It's a crazy formation. It's essentially what Pep tried to do, what Pep did to win the league last year, but
Yeah,
more attacking, way more attacking. And Havertz was supposed to be one of the players who was supposed to score. The estimated goal around was between 10 to 15 goals. That's how many goals Havertz was supposed to score actually, on average. He's already on 5, so it's not bad.
5 in the
But
league.
it's 4 in the league.
Oh, but lots of our players, bro. Have you noticed our attacking players have got like 3, 4, 5 goals? We are
But
not
that's the whole
anywhere
point.
close. Even Solanke is scoring more than our strikers, bro.
Yeah, but
All our
like
strikers.
yeah, but like we don't our teams are not focused on one. That's the thing. That's what we are
Yeah,
lacking.
our goals are spread around.
But we don't have a focal point anymore. We need a focal. Now is the time you
Yeah,
need a focal point. You need someone like a Haaland to finish and wrap up the games now. You see, we need like I'll say this: the reason why Arsenal winning the league in the 2000s because not only was Henry scoring, but Perez was scoring, Lumberg was scoring, everyone in the midfield was scoring, and on top of that, Henry was scoring 30, 40 goals a season. So you need the goals to come from somewhere. You see, you need that focal point, and
mm,
as much as and I understand where you're coming from when you don't rate Havertz, but I saw it when we played was it the Barcelona game, the friendly. I was like, this guy is actually gonna be a freaking problem if we allow him to get forward and let him do his thing and have his back sharp. But that won't work if you don't have Party, Timber, and then sometimes Zinchenko is in and out of the team. It won't work. It won't work if you have injuries. It won't work if you can't. And this is the other thing. We are not adapting to what we have. We're still trying to play that, despite us lacking these players. Right now, Zinchenko is going to be out, and we don't know how long he's going to be out for.
Mm. It's got a cough. It should be like 3 weeks.
That's bad. That's 3, 4 weeks. That's
Yeah,
bad.
but he's been drugged lately. Yo, Zinchenko,
No,
just defensively.
no, he's defensively is horrible. But offensively, dude, I can't even.
He's good, but yo, bruh, at what cost? He's like threat, bruh. Offensively, he helps you.
Essentially,
Defensively,
essentially, but then it doesn't help. Like I even tried to defend Raya, but Raya is no different than Ramsdale.
it's the same player.
Yeah. So I just have this question for Mikel. Honestly, I just want him to use what he has. I don't care if you have to hoof. I really don't care if you have to get to that point. But adapt your.
Goofball.
I adapt. If you have to play Havertz center forward, I don't like it personally. Me, I don't like it. I feel like you're wasting Havertz if you play him at the front. Because the other players on the left, 8 row, aren't good. It's Fabio Vieira, it's Smith Rowe, it's all these other guys. So, bro, I'm just saying that I tried to figure it out or you're out, bro, because nah, dude. You've led us so far. You can't lead us astray now. You've done it. You've built this team. You've built us to where we need to be. I've always thought that Arteta may not be the guy to lead us to the league. We need someone else to take over. But last season said maybe he could do it. I know
I
it's
also
only
thought
two.
I also thought Oli could do it. Look what happened.
That was a disaster, bro. It's vibes.
Da-la-la-la. That's what
Vibes.
happened.
Vibes. Uh-uh. Arteta.
Uh,
I know.
now
I
you
know it's
guys are
only.
also now you guys are also experiencing vibes.
Dude, essentially, like we've lost the same and won the same amount of games as City. We have the same amount of points at the present time. However,
Yeah,
it's
but
still not good enough.
it's either only gonna get better or it's gonna get worse from here.
I
One
think
of
it's
the
going to get. It's gonna be mediocre in the sense that we'll win some, we'll lose some, we'll finish third, we'll go out of Europe, we'll go to the FA Cup, and that's the end of the story. This is what always happens. I've known this is my life, Malcolm. I've known this part, and it's so irritating because I've seen it happen so many times, and I see it start in December. It always starts in December, and then when we get to January, February, March, we're gonna play. I think we're gonna play. We've already played West Ham. We
Yeah,
haven't
you
played.
guys have to go to West Ham away.
We're gonna lose
Da-la-la-la-la-la-la.
that game. We're not gonna get 3 points that game. We're not gonna beat Spurs at home. We're gonna lose to Spurs at home. Away, I mean, we're gonna lose to Spurs
Old
at home.
Trafford, you might have a chance. Who
We're
knows?
losing that one. Telling you now, you don't believe me after what I saw, because
Ah,
like
guys are
there are
gonna get
people.
robbed by Rashford and Garnacho, you say?
This and the solutions are so simple. I don't even want to make it about Arsenal because I want to talk about City and everyone else. But holy shit, Malcolm. It's so annoying watching this because I've watched Arsenal for my entire life. And I don't, and people think I'm not ambitious. I want Arsenal to win every freaking trophy on this earth. Every single one of them. But they will never do it. They will never do it. In my lifetime, I'll never see them win the championship. I'll never see them win the league again. And it bothers me so much, dude. It really does. I thought he was going to do it, but he won't. Even if Pep leaves, some stupid manager, De Zerbi will win it before Arteta at City. So, nah, dude, I can't do this, man. It's painful. Um, like what United and Arsenal have been through, it's so painful.
Yeah, it is. It's very, very,
And
very painful, bro.
Like Liverpool, I can't even imagine. And that's why y'all are holding on to hopes and shit. It's fine. But us, dude, we used to be freaking amazing, bro. Arsenal United used to be amazing. To even watch. I can't watch this on edge, bro. I
It's not the
can't do
same
this.
anymore. It's
I
painful,
can't
bruh.
I can't do this. Um I know City have beaten who they need to beat. They're also in the Club World Cup. So in the calendar year of 2023, they won 5 trophies, including the Club World Cup, the UEFA Super Cup, the Champions League, the
The
what did they
league, the FA Cup,
league and the FA Cup? Sorry, and the FA Cup.
clean
So
swoop.
clean swoop, even though no Carabao and
Oh yeah, no Carabao.
was you
We got the
guys.
Carabao. We
Yeah.
got the Carabao. Oh, oh, oh. We the champions. We suck.
So
Uh,
yeah, so they are like the most like no English team has ever done it. So I guess congratulations are in order for you guys. Even though,
yeah, but they need to look at those breaches. I want to see what's going in there.
hey, bruh, only see it
They
later.
can't just they can't just do that to our poor guys or Everton, bruh. Shame, bruh.
And luckily Everton came back. You know,
No, they came back, but now they're getting dropped again. Who dropped them now
no,
the
but
other
like
day?
imagine
Wolves.
they had those
Relax.
10 points. They would have been mid-table by now.
They would have
You
been
know what I mean?
above Chelsea.
Way above Chelsea. Oh god, that's another team we haven't spoken about. Spoken about Tottenham too.
Yeah, Chelsea, but Chelsea have won the last two games. You know what's funny about Chelsea? You know when teams win back-to-back games, they go from strength to strength. Chelsea went from 10th to 10th. They
And you know,
never changed their position. They just
no, you
stayed
know
at
what's funny?
10th.
You know what's funny about it? They're like the ones out of all the fan bases. I have to deal with the Liverpool fans because we're talking about a title challenge between us and Liverpool. They're just like we used to be there, yeah, like a few years ago.
Yeah, but Liverpool acting like they've been challenging for the last 10 years. They were nowhere
That's a
last
different
season.
story. Listen, that's a different story. We're talking about Chelsea now. Chelsea, they are cucked. They've been cucked for 2 back-to-back years, and they have the cheek to talk about it.
Chelsea, I told you, if Chelsea, every time when we go to the bridge, we're going to beat them.
Yeah,
And Chelsea,
I think one
nah,
thing
dude.
I feel about them is they are a giant killer essentially in the sense that they've not lost to the top six except United. They're the only team they've lost to, which is weird because
But
you
they
also
haven't played away to the top six yet. That's why they lost to us because they came
oh
to a fair.
no. Oh no, but I feel like you know what's funny about Chelsea? I feel like they're gonna nick a win against us or some shit like that. You know, like
Uh-uh.
I feel like
There's no way you guys can lose to these guys,
bro,
bruh.
if we're letting West Ham do that to us, what is Chelsea gonna do to us?
And Fulham. Even we beat Fulham, bruh. But it's funny. It's funny. Like you guys beat teams that we can't beat. You beat Brighton. We can't beat Brighton. We beat
We
Fulham.
beat
Y'all can't
City.
beat Fulham.
We beat
Yeah, you guys
City.
beat City. We can't beat City. You know, we both can't beat Spurs, apparently.
This
Um,
season, there's nothing changed.
dude, Liverpool, we can't beat them. You guys can't beat them.
Let's see at the Emirates. Let's see what
Yeah, let's see. But if you guys lose to Liverpool, I said that guy, bruh.
happens.
Because when it's you guys have one win in your last five Premier League matches, it's not
One
title.
in five, yeah. The last
Yeah,
one
it's
in
not
five. Yeah.
title. It's looking like title pretenders instead of title contenders, if you know what I mean. It's not
But
good enough, bro.
dude,
Me, I can't
essentially,
talk because I'm not in a fucking title race. I'm fighting for my life here.
exactly.
My
No,
manager's fighting for his life.
but that's what I'm saying. Explain to me what Chelsea has the right to speak about title challenges. When we lose, they're the first ones to come and say, hey. And
No,
when
they
Liverpool,
just wanna. You know why they laugh at you? Because misery loves company. They don't wanna. They don't wanna feel alone in
they
losing.
are alone.
So they don't want to feel alone. So when you lose, it's like, yes, wait, it's not just
I
us
didn't
that
know they
lost.
lost.
You
You know,
guys
you know
lost
what's
as
funny?
well.
I'm not bothered because I just see the. I'm just like, oh, Chelsea won. That's nice.
Yeah, Luton almost came back. Hey, you're unlucky,
Yeah,
Luton.
But Luton does that. You see, have you noticed? We warn people about Luton, but like, no, Luton are cack. No,
Yeah, but
Luton
they've
can.
lost to. They've not beaten anybody. They've only drawn with Liverpool. They lost all the other games.
No, didn't they beat them?
They didn't beat it. They beat Newcastle. That doesn't count.
Yeah, they beat Newcastle.
That doesn't count, bruh. It's not a top 16, bruh.
I mean, the team that finished above you guys, sure, yeah,
They didn't finish above us.
they did. Oh, you
No.
mentioned it.
So what are you talking about, bruh? We finished
So
third.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I was talking about Chelsea. I mean, no, you know what's funny? The only difference between you guys and Chelsea is that you guys actually have better players than they do.
We can win matches if we want to.
They will.
Chelsea, they win by luck.
I don't want to say that also because statistically speaking, it's actually It's actually scary what we might be dealing with in the future. In the sense
Bruh,
that
we just need to finish our chances, score the goals,
yes,
and
that's the other thing about
stop
them. They also
stop
don't.
conceding. If you notice, every time we score, we concede. Stop doing that shit.
I don't know. Was it Chile when he conceded that goal? What game was that when they lost? The last game they lost. Um, and I watched it and I laughed at this goal. The goal they conceded with Nkunku scoring the first goal. I think they lost 2-1 to
They lost to Wolves.
Wolves. Bro, I was shaking my head. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
Chelsea.
but Wolves have been, if you think about it, brother, this season, Wolves have been beating, they beat City, they beat Spurs, they beat Chelsea. The only team they
Mm.
lost to at the home ground was Liverpool.
They lost to Arsenal. They lost.
Eh,
Yeah, but they
yeah,
are
at their
there.
home ground, at the
No,
Molyneux, bruh. Hey, you guys
I'm
must be
telling you,
careful there.
it's hard, bro.
Even us, I'm afraid of that game, bruh, because
Telling
yo,
you, no, that's not a walk in the park, bro. I remember when we previewed the Wolves game and you were saying, hey, bro, I said, yo, just playing Wolves generally, it's not an easy game because O'Neal defends, bro.
he
What he had,
defends and
what
he
had,
hits you on the counter also.
Gaga, Gaga. The only flop is what he has in front. He's attacking. What he has for his attacking players is
Doesn't have
just
strikers, it's only Huang there.
and is it what's that other guy's name? Cunha.
Cunha. Cunha's not even a striker, bruh.
He's like a false nine.
João
Um,
Gomez, Gag, Belgard,
um,
Gag.
Shame they lost Metro. Shame they missed Metro. Oh my
Bruh, but we have to give a mention here to Brentford. What the fuck is going on with Brentford, bruh? They're so close to the relegation zone, bruh.
god! At this rate, Franco gets out.
Shh. Rooney got sacked,
No,
bruh. Did you see that? Wayne
who?
Rooney from Birmingham
That was
City got
funny.
sacked.
I love that. That gave me a good chuckle.
Yo,
But no,
bruh. And
yeah,
people
no,
saying
yeah.
Rooney must coach United. Imagine.
Bruh, like that's like emergency situation. Alone, his reputation will carry the team to a few wins. 1-0, 2-0. That's what he'll do, but not to
Mm.
a title challenging team. No,
It's like,
that's
remember when Giggs was temporarily in charge of us? We were winning games, but we were still
did a
third.
better. He will do a better job than Rooney, even though he has
He's a
problems in his life.
rapist or whatever.
He cheats on his brother's wives and rapes them and beats them and fuck. Geeks. How the hell did he get away with all that shit? Jesus Christ, dude.
Bruh, freaking, you know what, man? I don't know. These players, Anthony as
Leave
well.
it. Let's not. That's not the point. That's not the point. Um, there's a team I actually do want to speak about. Actually, if you can be willing to indulge with me, yeah. Um, a team that's actually been gaining a bit of form recently, guys. Not so much form, but in their last two games, they've won their last two games. Palace and the likes of Elise and Ise are starting to hit the
They cooking now,
news
man.
tunes again.
Um,
I wouldn't say they'll get,
but who did
but
they play
I
against,
like those.
bruh? Like, let's be real, bruh.
Um, they beat
They drew
Brentford,
against City. That was good to two the comeback.
and yeah, they lost to Chelsea. Yeah, essentially, but like,
Imagine they don't do fucking Chelsea, bruh. Mudrik got dropped them.
yeah, but like, I don't know, man. Like the likes of Olise and Izzy coming up again in terms of the
Yeah, but those
names.
guys don't belong there. They belong in better teams.
It's gonna be tricky. Also, Forest also on a bit of form.
On a
Um,
bounce, on Nuno bounce. But we were. I'm gonna
you
say this.
know,
We could have drawn that game at least, bro.
you
Why
guys
do
could
we
have won.
concede?
You guys
We
actually
could have
won it.
won it actually. Yeah, you're right. What
Yeah,
was
you
wrong
guys
with
could
us?
have. It was so tight, but Nuno knows how to play in the Premier League. That I can say.
Yeah, they just hit us on the counter, bro. Like,
Nuno knows, and ish. I know people are going in on Elanga, but even Elanga was saying ish. I get, and it got me thinking why some of our players who come off the bench are playing cock. He said sometimes you just need to give us some games to play, then the confidence builds.
bro, how many times did we give Olanga chances, bro? Nah, dude. He
Yeah, but
was
like,
starting. He was a permanent starter
yeah,
under
but there
was
was a point. But remember,
Ragnick,
like,
bro.
but the thing is, like, there's a difference between starting for Forest and
And starting
starting
for
for
United.
Manchester.
There's
Yeah,
more pressure for United, bro.
the pressure to perform, it's a heavy toll. It's heavy.
But I'll say this: out of
So,
all our players, I won't replace Alanga with anyone except for one, Anthony, bro. Yes, that guy's cap on. Hey,
oh fuck, yeah.
that guy he
This
told us a
time,
dream.
and we
Told
gave
us
them reason to be in this position as well. They won three in a row.
our team's getting beaten. We got beaten. You guys got beaten by West Ham. Imagine
This time,
guys should have guys
they're
should
a
have beaten.
decent outfit. Shame, they're a decent outfit, but come on,
They're
guys,
not that good, bro.
we're not supposed to lose to West Ham.
Bro, that's small team syndrome. That one. They just defend and they hit you with corners and stuff.
Like Brighton are better than small to say. Brighton are. You guys are better than
Yeah, dude.
But
I West Ham is cap on.
um, but kudos, players like kudos, Alvarez, like they replaced Rice.
Kudus is just
Well,
a physical player, but he is good.
he's hella good, right? He's really good. I wish
But
we
it's
had him.
like very physical. Have you seen how he plays?
But he's no, because of West Ham. If you imagine you had him at Arsenal with all that physicality, but he has that techie ability. That boy is good. That boy is that good, bro. I think it will. I think the thing with West Ham, Tottenham don't won't have this. I think they'll just do it to themselves in the league. But teams like West, all the teams in Europe, all the top four are all in Europe. You guys are not in Europe now. I think Brighton is still in Europe. West Ham are still in Europe. Newcastle, I
But
don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck.
Newcastle's not in Europe anymore.
They've completely collapsed since they got out the champ.
They're gonna
They've gone.
sack out, bro. They lost 7 games out of 8.
The injuries, no, but the injuries are overall.
Like,
It's
who's injured there? Think about it. Gordon is fit. Elmeron is fit. Isaac is fit. Gimaraj is fit. Jolinton is fit. It's just maybe Trippier and
Apartment even
Pope.
played. Jeez, what the fuck?
You see, like, why is Newcastle talking like they've got 20 injuries when it's just one or two players? They most of the
Apartment.
team, even they're putting that Miley guy in.
Yeah,
They
because Tonali was supposed to be that guy, but he was gambling, remember?
but
So
Tonali is a gambler, bruh. What can you do?
gambling in the streets. no,
He's a gambler, bruh. Like,
okay, yeah, but
he's
look
a
at the
risk
selection.
he's a risk taker, bruh.
What happened to Almiron? Is he injured?
He
Where's
was playing
Almiron?
last night.
I'm looking at it now. This is the first team
Who
Wales
is
player.
who is injured besides Trippier?
Oh.
Pope, the Brave guy's okay, bruh. He's not that cock.
No, but
He
he's
was
not
having
Pope.
a good game against Liverpool last
He
night, the
did
Brave
say
guy. Yes.
he was saying he was having a good. He
He
was like
saved
he
the
saved.
penalty as well, you know.
Yeah, because I
But
didn't want to
Nunez
watch it
was
because I
just
knew it was
shooting
gonna.
straight at him, bro.
I was just
Nunez,
scared.
That one noodles.
Noodles, noodles.
Who are we missing? I
But
feel
yeah,
like we're missing a team.
I know, but like they're missing Tonali. I don't know why they're not starting. How is gonna lose his job actually? Because he needs to make it
It's
work.
too
He has
late
the
for
list.
Eddie Howe, bruh. You can't finish fourth, go in the Champions League, go in the
And
Carabao Cup
finish,
final,
finish
even though they
ninth.
lost. And now, yeah, Chelsea's gonna overtake them.
They're not. They're gonna stay right there.
They are, bruh. They're gonna overtake Newcastle, bruh.
No, no, they're gonna stay right there. You know what's gonna happen. So Wolves have the same amount of points. There's Bournemouth. That's another team that could also take over with the game in hand. Yeah, bro, this thing is tight, bro. This thing is freaking
It's
tight.
very
Ah, but
tight, bruh. We
that's
also
what I'll say
dangling
this.
around there. We need to win a few games to get out of that mid-table
That
chat.
that you won't finish mid-table. If you finish
I
maybe seventh,
know we'll finish probably seventh or sixth. I don't know, or eighth even.
but
I
I'm
don't know.
saying no. But I'm just saying. I think y'all need a break from here.
But we need to sack that guy, bro.
No, sack him. But season without Europe, y'all need.
The season is over, bro. Like I gave up when we exited the Champions League. As soon as we went
I
out, I was just like, I had
I've
this
you know
this empty feeling inside when your team is like, "Kak." I had that
yeah,
feeling. I was just like, you guys, you really battled it against Copenhagen and Galatasaray. When you were leading them in all your games, you still lost. You still drew games that you weren't supposed to draw. I was so mad, bro. I was just like, what the fuck is. And the Onana thing in the Champions League pissed me off because every goal in the Champions League was his fault, bro. Every goal.
I don't
So
blame.
it's him. Don't you see what he does, bro?
Yeah, I see what he does, but I'm like, why is he making that decision? What's happening in like he
What
doesn't
the
need to make that decision.
fuck is wrong with him, bro?
He's not a goalkeeper. From was it that game? I don't know, was it the Liverpool game? He was saving your ass.
Yeah,
There
but
was
that's
a
because Liverpool were cocked. They were shooting straight at him.
no, there was that shot. I was just like, holy shit, that could have gone in. And he saved you. He's not a bad keeper. It's just it
He's just
takes a
not. I
lot.
don't think he's better than De Gea. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
No,
He's
no, no,
better
no,
with
no,
his feet.
no, no.
But De
It's
Gea,
not.
there's a lot of goals we would have not conceded if De Gea was still there,
No, he's
especially in the
definitely
Champions
not
League.
better than De Gea. Like that's out of the question. It's like saying, um, but the reason why y'all replaced you had to kind of move on from him because he was starting to like. Imagine you played De Gea now with all of this that's happening right now. It would have been way worse, way worse. Man's already low on confidence. He's tired. He doesn't give a shit no more. That I didn't want to see that because you guys were going to be a worse position. Yes, he would have saved you sometimes. But that 7-0 game, I was like, ish. At the time in
But those
scoring that.
goals, there was nothing you could do about any of those goals.
Yeah, but the situation is this. Remember last season, the reason why you guys replaced him essentially was to for the kicking, right? Play out of the
Yeah,
back
his
or whatever.
kicking was cocked, but this guy got a golden glove, bro, last season, bro. Let's not pretend like
Yes,
now this whole thing of Anana and the defense, they still have to get used to each other. We're getting
it's a
drubbed
lot.
while they're learning.
Yeah,
They're learning, but they're getting drubbed. It's
it's a
not
lot.
fun to watch.
No, it's a lot. What I would say is like if you guys don't make Europe, he's getting sacked. Definitely.
I think he's getting sacked now after the Spurs game if we lose that
If he
game,
loses,
bro.
yeah, if he loses the Spurs,
But I feel like we're gonna fucking beat Spurs 2-1 or 3-2 or
I'm gonna
something.
just
I've
manage
watched.
to wait, and then it's gonna go into March, dude. Like, what's his
Like
name?
yeah, he's gonna build some momentum and then we're gonna get chowed by like let's say a Wolves or something like that. Then it's late.
But if you guys are in the FA Cup or some shit, like he's gonna stay because
But if we lose to Wigan in the FA Cup, sack this guy.
there's nothing to play for essentially.
Sack this for me. There was before the FA Cup even for me. There's nothing to play for. But I've given up long time ago.
Like, yeah, dude, it's just you know what, man. Like,
Yeah, I've given up. But team, and
I
there's
just
also times where you've given up on your team. You're not giving up now because you see you're still 5 points off the top spot.
I'll say
But if
this.
that could happen, if it goes to 10 and 15, you're gonna give up on your team.
No. I'm saying this now. I'm saying this now. We will challenge for the league. We are not winning the league. I'm saying this now.
But bruh, if Liverpool, like I'm be honest, if Liverpool have like a 10 point to 15, let's say 10 to 15 point gap over you guys, you're gonna give up, bruh.
The thing is, unlike us, we'll lose to a West Ham, we'll lose to a Fulham. Liverpool won't lose to a West Ham. Liverpool won't lose to a Fulham. Do you understand? Do you understand the difference in what we are dealing with here? We're not dealing with a
Mm,
team that doesn't know or is the only inexperienced team is Villa, who are up there. Out of all the teams, they're the most inexperienced. They've never been in that position in 40 years.
mm.
So now we've been in this race. Now this is the second season in a row we're in this race. Isn't it funny that we are not equipped or we're not in the mental strength? Like people are talking about, Arsenal don't have the mental strength to go over that. What do you mean? What was happening last year?
They
No.
say
I'm
last
not
year
buying
was just
a fluke.
no,
You
not
know how
even you guys were actually good last year, but
but I why no I if you I remember last year now. It was fun to watch. I'll be real. It was amazing to. It was fun to watch, entertaining as hell. There were problems. People don't want to talk about the fact that teams were still getting past our defense. People won't talk about the fact how many goals we conceded last year. Like, and we still didn't beat Liverpool. We still didn't beat City despite playing. Okay, we did beat Liverpool, but we still lost to City emphatically. Both matches. We still lost to you guys the first game at Old Trafford. We I know we beat Chelsea both games, but that was a
they
given
got
because that
shot
was a
by
given.
Brighton at home.
Bro, like
Drew
that's the
3-3
thing.
with Southampton, drew 2-2 with West Ham when you were leading.
So
There was a
my
lot
question is
going on.
this.
Got dropped by Forest on the last day. Yes, yes.
Yeah, you see.
Not
So
even the last day. The league didn't even go to the last day.
yeah, it didn't. It went. We. It was
You
like the
guys
last
gave City the league with 2, 3 games to spare.
two. Yeah, 3 games to spare, and that was painful. So I feel like
Something in the way.
Liverpool have
Hey,
it over us ever so slightly in the sense that they have players like Salah who can take them over the line. We can't rely on Saka and Martinelli to take us over the line. Martinelli is having the shittiest form of his life. Yet,
mm.
you want to blame
And he
Havertz.
plays
Take him off.
every game.
No, and I'll say this take Havertz off. They said, hey, let's play Trossard in number 9. What the fuck happened with that role? I don't hear no one talk about that shit anymore. People have funny ideas about how they want to manage this team. Do it. Let's see what happens. But they want to keep quiet about Martinelli being good. Saka, out of all the players, Saka is the best player, and Rice are the best players this year. They are our best players.
Saka's not even that good this year, bro.
Imagine he has what? Only 5 goals in all competitions, but the rest are assists.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's
20
like,
years.
but
20
his
years.
performances are not good, bro.
No, they're not good perform. They're below par. And yet he
Yeah,
has over 10
he's
years.
like Bruno. Bruno doesn't play well, but he gets goals and
And like,
assists.
yeah, this season, Saka has embraced the creative, more creative than Odegaard. Way more creative than
Odegaard,
Odegaard this
what's going on with your boy this year, bro?
year. But you're booming once more, nigga. Yes, yes. I don't know what's going on with Odegaard there. Yes, yes.
You see, every time you
Uh,
sign a new contract, you become cock.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the
Saka
new
didn't become.
contract. I'm telling you.
But you know what, man? I feel like you guys are having a problem of cohesion, the manager, all these things. This is on
Injuries,
injuries.
everything.
This is on Mikel. Your tactics, you can see you don't have someone. You don't have this one. You don't have this one. Make it work, bro. Pep had to make it work, bro. Why can't you make this work? You signed all these guys. Make it work, buddy. I don't care if you have to hoof. Do it. Because I'm not happy with this shit. we lose out on the last 3 games of the league again. Look, it's gonna happen again. In fact, it's gonna be a month if
It's
we
gonna be
continue
before that even.
way before that. So
Because
and
let's be honest, with these last two games, you guys should have been top of the league.
um, I what a gap of 4 points. Oh, like leading. We let Liverpool get ahead of us.
You're supposed to be top.
We can't do that. Can't keep it together. So you saying I've given up on the notion that Arsenal will win the league. I will accept they will challenge. But it will take a miracle for us to win the league.
Or a serious downfall from Liverpool or City.
Ugh, it's not happening. And I'm saying
Liverpool,
that I'm saying this now. Remember when Liverpool got Van Dijk and then they got Alisson the next season? We need a signing of transformative proportions that can essentially lead Arsenal to a different phase. We had the Zinchenko Gabriel's Jesus, not that sense of taking us from fifth to second. No, I'm saying from second to first. We need someone to take us to first now.
mm,
Goals for us is not an issue, it seems. But for us to win the league, we have to outscore everyone. So I'm just thinking, because Martinelli is offered. Imagine Martinelli scored his 7 goals. We would have won a lot of games. I'll be real with you.
bruh, but don't you think like the way you guys play now, from
It's
what I
slower.
see is
It's
it's
much
very
slower.
it's slower, yeah, that's true, but it's very predictable also, bruh.
It's so conservative.
You
It's
guys
not
are
free.
moving the ball.
It's
It's always
so.
going to the right
It's
hand
like
side. It's
it's
always going
like
to Saka. It's always going to Odegaard back, looking for a cross maybe. And then if it doesn't work, you go to Martinelli a little bit. It doesn't work, back to Saka. I don't know what's going on there, bruh.
like we're not taking risks. Like I
Nobody's
don't know.
cutting in. Nobody's shooting. Nobody's doing
Like
anything.
when Martinelli is the ball. Out of all the players that irritate me the most, it's when Martinelli has the ball. Man. It's like he can get into the box, which is brilliant. He can dribble and get into the box, right? But then he has a uh, an epiphany mid box, in the middle of the box. He's like, "Yeah, maybe I should shoot. I'll shoot. Let me just shoot." There are 5 players
That,
waiting for you.
that only paid off in one game so far. That was the City game, the deflection.
Because Havertz
Other than
passed to
that,
him.
but other than that,
He takes when it's for him. It's for him. I'm taking it for me. I'm gonna try and take it
I
my
think
game.
him and Anthony are hanging out too much now because they do the same shit. They don't want to
Naughty
score.
boys, naughty boys, make me sick. You saw what he did? That shit when he came off the bench. Did like Reese Nelson and Smith Rowe were like saying, "Hey, hurry, buddy." They wanted to shake his hand. He didn't bother.
He's a pusso.
He's a puss, but after that, I'll drop him. Yeah, I'll drop him. Now on live television, some people saw that shit. And the problem is it won't get any better because we won't change. I know Arteta. Wenger would risk it. As much as people
Mm.
don't like Wenger would say, fuck you, out. I'll put a light because you're cut now. I miss our managers, bro. Yes, they were different, but they'll be like, you're not playing well. Get out. But even if you weren't
Nobody,
playing well,
nobody's bigger than the club, bruh.
no one, dude. And that's the thing about these guys don't and like Odegaard, there's no one toppling him. I even said it. I think a couple weeks ago, if Odegaard's having a shit game, but we have Rice and Jorginho just ready to come off, I'll take off Odegaard, put Havertz there, put Rice at the left side, and put Jorginho. Make it work, bro. I'm tired, dude. Like have a brain, Arteta. You're not stupid. You went to school as these guys. In fact, Malcolm, he went to one of the best footballing schools in the world. Do you know what school is that? La Masia. That boy is a Barca boy.
Mm. Yeah.
So don't give me this shit. You don't know what you know. He knows. He knows what he needs to do. So I have no excuse. I will not defend him. I will not. He has taken us this far. What I would want is a signing to transform us. Not one, not two, one. Everything is there. It's just the one player. And that guy will
Ivan
tell
Tony, blah.
Tony, no. There's this guy I do like, and he's in Germany. He's the second highest goal scorer in Germany. Girassi. I want that.
Bruh,
You guys are
he's coming to us, bruh. It's not coming to
he's
you
yeah, he's linked
guys.
with you guys. And I'm telling you right now, if y'all get him, I'll be like, you'll be fine. That guy is a killer, bro. That guy
Put
just scores.
Reshi on the left, put this guy in the middle, put Canacho on the right.
He's a big and he's a huge bastard. I've seen the shot on that guy. That guy is
Yeah. Let Hoyland learn from somebody that's already doing it. Martial ain't doing shit.
he broke the Bundesliga record for scoring a certain amount of goals in a shot, and he was already double digits after 5 games.
You
So
see, he's a
this
proven
guy,
scorer.
this and it's the closest less than 20 million, bro.
Let's get him,
I'm
bro. Let's not just rely on Hoyland. He's still young, bro. Give him time. Put
I'm
in that
tired of
guy from the
Jesus.
start.
Listen, I'm tired of Jesus, bro. But I'm also
You
like,
were so in love with Jesus when he came the
no,
first
you
time.
know, bro. But I'd rather drop
He
Martinelli
doesn't
than
even
start
do
from
that
the.
celebration anymore because he doesn't score. Remember that?
You know, because they have the same call. Him and Nketiah, they're like, hey, the same WhatsApp group. Hello, you're both good. You're not scoring. Fuck that shit.
I'm
Like,
surprised that Jesus is not scoring, bro.
no, no, no. I'm not. He's not a striker. He isn't.
What is he then? A winger?
Pep played him as a winger. That's why he got all his goals. Pep
But
played
there
him as
was
a winger.
time. So remember when he was with Aguero,
Yes, that's
he
again.
was scoring quite
Aguero
a few goals.
was Aguero's the striker. If you had a focal point scoring 30 something goals a season, it doesn't matter what you're doing on the sides. But if
Yeah, they never really noticed him that he was scoring, but he was scoring.
and that's the thing. It's the same thing with when Ronaldo was scoring 50 goals a season, Karim Benzema was still putting 20, 25, 30 goals as well. It doesn't
But
matter.
nobody cared because they looked at
Nobody
Ronaldo.
cares. It's only when he's now the focal point. That's when people start to care. You see,
Yeah.
this thing of focusing on Jesus when we clearly know that's not his skill set, it is fucking with him a little bit.
He
It
said it
doesn't help.
himself. Remember that Brazil Argentina game
Ugh, he
where
was like,
Brazil lost?
but again, that's up to translation. He's like, that's not. He basically said it's not my specialty. I'm not. That's he's not. He didn't say I'm not good at scoring. He said, that's not my specialty.
Yeah, he said I'm not an out and out goal scorer.
Again, translation is like they said he can't score. I was like, no, guys, language,
Nah, dude,
language.
of course he can score.
Can't score. That's not what
He
he
can, but
is.
it's not something that he relies on in his game.
Like if Martinelli was putting his numbers, let's say he's
Ah, you see, he
that's
should
that
have, could have, would have, late for Martinelli.
it's late for Martinelli because I get why he
I
wanted
always thought
freaking.
that boy was gonna play off the middle. You know that, Martinelli.
You know what's his problem? Um, off the middle. You know what's his problem actually? He
What
can't.
he doesn't lift up his head.
Not that. That and you know like what I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, but you know like when Hoyland or even Jesus, like his hold up play, he
Yeah,
can't
he
do
can't
it.
keep the ball.
Dude, even Welbeck can do that. He's not a striker.
Hmm.
By nature, he's not a striker. He's a winger.
You know
So
why I thought he would play in the middle? Remember that goal he scored at the when you guys, I think you guys drew against Chelsea, or you beat them. I don't know, at the
that run,
bridge.
yeah,
When
but he ran.
yeah,
Again, he ran. There were games like you know what? He has a decent head on the ball. He can header as well. If you didn't know that, he can also like
you know
header
what?
the ball.
Remember when our last season started, you guys opened against Palace. He scored the header. He can score.
Yeah, yeah. The boy
Yeah,
can score a number of goals. He can score long ones, short ones. He can do. He can do a lot of goals. the problem is the question of consistency with Martinelli. Now, people are obviously questioning, okay, is Havertz the issue? They've played different plays in that position and he's still bad. They played Trossard there, they played Smith Rowe there, and it's still not working. Even with even like you even said it like to the T. You said you saw it from last season. I think it was after the Villa game, after he, lifted his hands up. He didn't score so many goals after that. He
Mm,
didn't. With Xhaka, that was like the last 10, 15 games. And he wasn't as potent as he was. So this notion that, oh, Xhaka's missing. Xhaka was playing every single game until the end of the season. And he still had a bad run of form. So it's bullshit. He's the first half of that season, which was the previous year, 2022, that's when he was scoring all the goals. That's when he was doing the utmost. But at some point at 2023, you remember Arteta dropped him for Trossard. He dropped him. That problem started there. So now I don't know. But I'll say this. I think it's an injury. I think the reason why Martinelli is not it's because of the injury. And the reason you remember when Virgil last year he just recovered from the injury, he was not really
mm,
himself. That's a psychological thing actually. So he does want to reconcile because I know he didn't play the last month or yeah, he didn't play the last month of the season. And there was a very bad injury. And apparently, like I said, a lot of and it's not just Arsenal, it's a lot of teams. Newcastle, United, you guys I don't know what that y'all it's a mess.
we have the worst injuries of anybody.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all are the worst. Chelsea, they can't even talk anymore. Their players are coming back now, so they can't talk anymore, and they still can't. They thought things were going to get better. I told you. Um, but yeah, I just find it very interesting because now a lot of people are saying Arsenal's supposed to explode, and the reason being we've not had time to like chill. We've not had time to chill, even
Now's
with
the
Saka.
time to chill, bruh. Don't put your
Relax.
strongest team in the FA Cup, but put a decent team out
Just
against
put now,
Liverpool.
like, dude, play Nelson, play Trossard, play all the cut players. I don't care if we lose. I really don't care anymore because people say, "Yeah, you need to win." Not this year. Maybe next year I'll start wanting stuff. This year I'm tired now because I will. Barely
Mentally
cheerleading.
exhausted, eh?
Bruh, you can't end the year off like that, bruh.
Back to back L's. At least we had one win there. You know,
Now those back to back, I was only one in five. One win in five. That's horrible. It was only four
also
points.
going to Villa and losing. That was painful as well.
What? Out of 15 points, we only got 4 points. That's,
Yo, it's
that's
bad.
horrible. That's bad. So,
That's not title winning form, bruh. That's yo.
yeah, but like this injury crisis is pretty bad because it's a thing of like, well, I get we have to play according to fixtures and the amount of games, but like we don't know who's fit. Like even there was a game where when Shaw, remember was it the Champions League game, the when Shaw came off against Bayern, you didn't even know he was going to start at the weekend.
And then he
Then
started.
then he started exactly. So Saka apparently has had a niggle for like weeks. Ben White also weeks. Martinelli weeks of injuries. That's why
Ah,
with
Ben White has been cugged this year. Yes, sis.
yeah, dude, he's not himself. Like none of
He's
these
not even
players.
overlapping anymore. Have you noticed that?
Something is definitely wrong. I thought it was a tactical issue, but I looked. I was
Most
like,
of your goals, bruh, last season was Saka.
oh,
Ben White would overlap.
overlap.
Scores.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Exactly. What has happened?
Why is it not happening anymore?
I don't know what's going on. I really
Saka
don't
is
know.
there trying to dribble three guys and then he doesn't get past anyone. And I don't
Yeah, no.
know.
But this. But if you notice, this season, more players are marking him now.
Obviously,
Way.
because now they know that is your creative outlet. Him and
But like,
Odegaard.
but then that's the other issue. Martinelli's job. because no one is at the left side. Martinelli is supposed to create that.
Bruh,
That
Martinelli is just chilling, waiting for the ball. It's always going to your right side.
then what
Always.
is it? It's like with the thing of Anthony. Anthony just spins and
He dribbles, he nutmegs people. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but can you
is
make
that
an assist?
productive? Has
Can
this
you
talent?
score a goal? Can you do something that's gonna say, okay,
Can you
yeah,
assist? Can you create a chance? Can
you
you
can't
do
do
something?
anything, bro. Bruno and Reshi are doing everything, and even Ganacho. No,
Ah, but I don't know, but like this season's just weird because everyone is on guard. The only team that are reckless is Chelsea. Chelsea are just going all out. Liverpool going all out. Doesn't matter who they're playing. They're just going all out. And I'll say this, it will hurt them. I see a situation where the only way Liverpool collapse is if they lose players due to injury.
yeah. Hey, hold on, bro. Getting cold, yeah.
Oh, I just, but yeah, like essentially what I'm saying is um, the injuries are just at a point where none of the teams really know who to start with because I think the worst team who has it is United, obviously. It's teams like Newcastle. They have had all their players actually recently, but the question of whether or not these players can stay fit for certain amounts of periods of time, that's another story. So I feel like um, you have to not play as how you would. And I think I will say this, I've been saying this. One of the factors of this is the World Cup. And it's a very interesting um, theory because we've never had to host a World Cup in December and then immediately jump back into competitive football. And then when the season ended, I felt like we should have just waited a little bit, maybe after a month, maybe start like how the Spanish do, which is normally in September. Um, but yeah, I feel like that whole thing of the teams not um, having their best players, even Madrid, oh my goodness, we even forgot about the teams internationally. Like, even the big teams have lost um, key players as well. So I find it's a very interesting situation. Did you get your battery? Where?
Dope shit, bro.
Nah, shit, no.
Boo. Is it boo? The brand is boo.
Boo. Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope it freaking works, bro.
Did you get the right make? Hope it fits.
Looks like it. I'm gonna see now when we end this video. It's gonna work.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like your battery's in order. You know, like the ones from back.
Ah. So yeah, bro. What we gonna say in final thoughts, conclusions? Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, because we haven't done a show in weeks, so that's why it's long, guys. Um, I'm mad. I don't think Arsenal win the league. It's late for United. Sorry, guys.
It's late for United.
Um,
I know that. To tell me something
um,
I don't know.
what I don't, but this is the thing. I'll leave it like this. I don't like how the media is betraying Arsenal because they don't like us, and also Arsenal fans are wild, so I get it. But to like City lost to Wolves and all these other teams, but we still put them favorites for the league. Arsenal lose two goddamn games.
We know why they put City because City finish this. They always start gag and then they finish on a.
There was that period they didn't win a game for 5 matches. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but
I think
look where they are
yesterday
now. They within touching
or something
distance
like
of
that.
the top. So
So,
does it matter though?
but this is the first time we've had. Yeah, but this is the first time we've had the situation. Like we've been winning our games and been doing the bits. I'm just saying, I wouldn't rule out Arsenal yet, but I don't see them winning the
No,
league.
you guys will
I
be
would.
up there. It's just the thing of will you get over the line?
I don't think so because yeah, but Liverpool aren't winning the league. If they win again, I'm done with this shit. This.
Uh, like I said, between Arsenal and Liverpool, I'll take Arsenal. I'd rather have Arsenal win the league.
Dude, I'm
Between
tired of it.
Liverpool and City, I'd rather have City win the league.
Dude, I Liverpool, I can't stand
Hey,
that.
Liverpool, brother, they talk too much, bruh.
Oh, that's like, oh, the greatest team of all. You know, we all know who's the greatest team of all time. We all know. Let's be real. It's you guys. Come on.
The
Come
goats.
on. Ah, come on. You imagine. In 20 years, you've won 13 league titles. Ah, you can't even talk shit, Liverpool. Don't even get me started.
Now imagine we become good again, bruh. Yo, everybody's gonna hate us, bruh.
Ah, of course, of course. It'll be annoying because ish,
Like,
you're
oh,
like one of the
Man United is back.
you guys are most like you're the most sensible. You, my brother, and a few others are very sensible United fans. I'm dealing with United fans who think Martial is an amazing footballer. Like Jesus motherfucking Christ,
Let's
dude.
be real, he was. He's not anymore, bruh.
Ah no, but you called it a couple years ago. You're like, ah, he's stacked
I called it. I was like, bruh, what is this guy? He plays one, two good games and he's injured the whole season.
was
And
it the
now he's
severe
got
loan?
flu. He's
Was
sick,
it the severe?
apparently.
Was it the severe loan? You're like, it's done. He just
Yeah,
shook
when I
it.
saw him in Sevilla, he scored one goal. I was like, for sake.
So, dude, I'm not gonna lie. This thing's gonna get hot. I think you are the only team that plays. I know we play Liverpool in like 5 days, and we'll review the game for the FA Cup. Um, and then yeah, I think it's gonna get hot from here on out.
Mm.
None of our teams can afford to drop points. Whatever we do, like I know Arsenal will, fuck, Arsenal just fucking like it's funny. I told you I was chilling with Musa and friends, right?
Mm.
One of the cherries was an Arsenal fan as well. Like, oh, me too. You know what she said? Always disappointing. I've never been satisfied in my life as an Arsenal fan. And like, she has a
Yeah, it's
picture.
difficult.
Do you remember that season where we was it the when Sanchez first came? The first season where it was the all blue away kit. The first
Yeah.
season, not the gold one. That was the second season. The first season, she has the shirt. She's a yeah. But I thought, ish, that's painful. And I can't disagree with that. I want to be hopeful. I want us to do this, but it's never happened. So, any thoughts from you, my friend? Before we call it.
Dude, I'm just hoping and praying that things can turn around for our teams this year. And yeah, dude, I'm just praying for a better year, because last year, let's be real, it was a bit hit and miss. Or actually not even a bit. It was a lot hit and miss. So
Hmm.
let's hope our teams can be serious this year. And all I have to say is, bro, let's get it. Let's go.
Oh shit! It's a transfer window, so I guess we're gonna make a lot of shots about the window. So, hey,
Gonna see a lot of me. Gonna see a lot of T.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also I'm gonna put the link on the channel. So also follow our TikTok channel. We're posting videos very very soon. Um, we are still trying to transition from this side to TikTok.
And
So
other platforms as well.
and other platforms. But yeah, we have our TikTok channel set up and we will start getting onto that very soon. But please remember to like, subscribe, and comment in the channel. And until next time, guys, Bye for now. See you, my friend. Take
Peace
care, guys.
out.
Peace.